everyone. My name is Katie. I'm an Exos Health Fitness Specialist for your Sioux Falls Live Well at City Fitness Center. Today, I'm here to take you through 6 different movements for movement break routine number 1. So we're going to start off with something called a quadruped rocking movement. So I'll have you start on your hands and knees. This is called a quadruped position. So in this position, you want to be sure that your hands and your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders and your knees are stacked under your hips. All right, first things first, keep your gaze towards the floor, draw your belly button in. You want to make sure that you're maintaining a neutral spine throughout this movement, so no excessive flexion or extension, so otherwise known as rounding or arching of the back. You're going to slowly bring your glutes to your heels. And then come right back to this starting position. So we've got 5 reps. That was 1. Here's number 2. So you should feel this movement compressing your hips and your torso. Here's number 3. 4. And number 5. All right, moving on to exercise number 2. We've got a quadruped opposite. So we're going to start in this same quadruped position. I'm going to have you extend your opposite arm and opposite leg at the same time. We've got 5 reps on each side for a total of 10. You want to make sure that your toes are pointed to the floor, and you want to maintain a nice straight line through your wrist to your ankle. So here's number 5. Make sure you're engaging your core and drawing your belly button in toward your spine. So we've got 2 reps left. All right, nice job. Moving on to movement number 3. This one's called a quadruped cross body stretch. So once again, we're starting in this quadruped position. Hands and wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You're going to rotate your trunk and reach one arm under and across your other arm. So we've got 5 reps on each side. We're going to start with our left hand first, rotating under and across our arm, rotating our trunk, holding for 2 seconds, and then coming back to this starting position. So here's rep number 2, hold for 2. Last rep before we switch sides. All right, go ahead and switch sides. We've got 5 reps here. Again, rotating our trunk towards the floor, reaching under and across our other arm. Here's rep number 2, hold for 2 seconds. Back to that starting position. Don't forget to keep breathing. Last one. All right, nice job. Okay, moving on. 4th exercise. Once again, we're starting in our quadruped position. This one's called the thoracic rotation heel sit. So, starting in our quadruped position, we're going to take one hand, place it behind our head nice and gently. We're going to rotate back, so bringing our glutes to our hips, and then we're going to bring our elbow towards the floor, rotating in, and then we're going to rotate towards that ceiling as far as you can. We've got 5 reps on each side. You want to open up that shoulder to the ceiling. Here's rep number 4. You should really feel this one, working your upper and lower back and your shoulders. All right, go ahead and come back to this starting quadruped position. We're gonna take it on over to the other side. So bring your left hand up and over your head, nice and gently. Sit those glutes to your heels. We're rotating down towards the floor first, and then up towards the ceiling. Moving nice and slow through the movement. We've got 3 reps left. All right, we'll do one more. All right, back to this starting position and go ahead and take it on up. Okay, movement number 5. This one is called a bent over T. So you're gonna start with your feet hip width apart, slight bend in your knees. We're gonna push those hips back. Let your arms hang in front of you. Make sure that you have a nice neutral spine, so nice flat spine with your shoulders back, chest pushed forward. We're starting here, and then we're gonna slowly raise our arms out to the side until we form a T with our body. Squeeze your shoulder blades, and then come back to the starting position. We've got 10 reps. Here's number 2. Keep the gaze towards the floor. And get that good squeeze in. There's 4, 5. All right, I'm gonna turn and face you so you've got a different view here. Same thing, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, go ahead, come on up, relax for a bit. Last movement is called a bent over trunk rotation. So again, we're coming with our feet hip width apart, slight bend in those knees. We're pushing our hips back. So starting position is going to be the same as that bent over T we just did. This time, however, one arm will stay in this position while the other is going to rotate up and over. So we're rotating that shoulder towards this ceiling, and then we're going to come back to this starting position. So we've got 5 reps on each side. Here's number 2. Let your gaze follow your hand. 2 left on this side. Should really start to feel that shoulder open up as well as your trunk. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So right arm stays in this position. Left arm is going to rotate up and over. Here's rep number 3. And last one, up as high as you can. All right. Awesome job, guys. Go ahead and repeat this routine as many times as you desire. That's going to wrap up week 1 of movement breaks. Stay tuned for week 2 next week. All right, thanks, guys.